Well, it is a great day for travel, and it is a great day for another sea day on the beautiful Celebrity Beyond. Unfortunately, this is our last day on board.
Yeah, you know, coming into this cruise, I was a little concerned. I don't think we've ever had one with 4 sea days before. And so I thought it might be a little too much, but honestly, I could probably live on the ship for another 6 months and be perfectly content.
I think I could, no, I need port days.
I would
okay.
want port days, but I'm saying with interspersed in there too. But,
okay, I thought you were saying just 6 months straight on a cruise. No,
but I'm not ready to get off the ship. I want to keep going.
4 days is a little, is a bit much for me. 3 would have been perfect with another port day, but I'm not complaining. Just,
I'm fine relaxing on board.
But we are going to go around today and try and get as much of the activities that we have going on board during Sea Day, give you some ideas. And of course, we're going to spend some time in the pool, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know what else.
Captain Kate is doing her talk this morning in the theater where she kind of talks about her rise to becoming a captain of Beyond, and her life. And that's always, that's interesting to me. I enjoy hearing her talk. She's very witty. And then trivia with Bug Naked.
Do you think that she'll be wearing those stilettos and fishnets again?
At least the stilettos. At least some heels.
Anyway.
The woman she's got style. So some Louis Vuittons for sure. And then trivia with Bug Naked. There's the pool Olympics finals today. There's the officers versus sailors pool volleyball. So lots of pool activities going on. There's other stuff. There's some music trivia and music bingo again today. So
give that a shot
maybe
again,
it won't be 70s disco trivia.
God.
So I don't know if we showed that, but we had to.
It'll probably.
We had to walk out after like 3 songs because we're like, this is.
It was obscure. It was obscure.
We do not know this.
Which I appreciate.
I did know one.
I do appreciate that they're not doing your typical. That it is a little more difficult. It just hasn't been the areas that we excel in. I'm expecting to go down there and it'll be biggest hits of the pan flute or something.
Stop. No.
Zamfir.
So anyway.
It's all Zamfir.
So anyway.
If you know who Zamfir was, put it in the comments.
We're going to head out, do some activities, get some lunch, and go from there.
All right. So let's get rolling. All right, guys. So we're running up here for lunch. We did a quick change into our swim gear and came up there to lunch at the buffet. It is the buffet extravaganza. So it is supposed to be the top buffet.
Yeah, I think it has a lot of seafood.
Perfect for me. Looks like a Pikachu cake. Ooh, there you go. All right, so definitely had to go up there and get some of the shrimp and everything. Now, it's kind of interesting. They limit you to 5 shrimp only. She did put them on there, and I was like, can I get like 1 or 2 more? Because we are in the very back here, and she said that they were only allowed to give 5. So, and then this is something new for me. I've never heard of it called, I might mispronounce it, Gravlax, Gravlax. I'll put the description and whatever up here as well. But each of these are four different types. This is beetroot. It's raw Alaskan salmon with beetroot, done in beetroot, and I don't remember this one, mustard and blueberry. I'll have to look up. I actually took pictures of them, and I'll put them up here on the screen as well, so you can follow along. Melanie just commented she didn't know that I didn't know what that was. I'd never heard of it. So apparently I should have, but I've never had it. It was quite good though.
So this ship I got to join for the first time in the shipyard in San Jose in 2021. The ship was delivered in April of 2022. So this is considered my baby, and I'm forever grateful. And we'll go through some of what this ship looked like when we joined and just before we took delivery in a little bit. But that's how I ended up on Celebrity Cruises. Now, a little bit more about the personal side of things. This name tag belongs to this big, bald, beautiful man. That is my husband, Nicola. He is a fleet chief engineer for Royal Caribbean Group, and what that means is that he travels to all of the brands, Royal Caribbean, Silver Seas, and Celebrity Cruises, doing different projects on board. Most recently, he was on the Independence of the Seas for 2.5 months doing a scrubber project. He works his schedule around my schedule. So when I'm working, he's working, and then when we're off for 3 months, we're off completely for 3 months. He asked me when I got off of watch at midnight to put on my boiler suit, my coverall, and to meet him by the kids' club on deck 12, top deck. And as dodgy as that sounds, midnight rolls around, I was all too keen. I go running up to the kids' club. He had me climb up the ship's stack, where he blindfolded me and had me slide down the stained glass windows of the wedding chapel. On top of the Mariner of the Seas Viking crown, he had a blanket, strawberry, champagne, under the Caribbean stars. And I say, you know, when you set the bar quite literally that high, there is nowhere to go but. But he has been able to surprise me over the years. A couple years back, I was the captain on Celebrity Equinox, and we were doing some overnights in New Orleans for Jazz Fest. I thought he was on the other side of the planet in Romania, excuse me, checking blocks for a ship build. And I get a call from our guest relations director, Julie, this beautiful lady that we have with the red hair in our guest relations department on board Beyond. She called, it was her birthday, and she said, I want you to come down in my cabin and see what I got for my birthday. So I go down to her cabin, I open the door, and there is my husband. You can imagine my surprise on her birthday, finding it in her cabin. But he's been able to do those kind of things throughout the years, and it's made our marriage very, very exciting. We just celebrated a couple weekends ago 18 happy years. And I say 18 happy years because collectively we spent about 2 of those years together. There you go. But the real love of my life, the true love of my life, that is not the world's ugliest chihuahua, by the way. And she is a cat. This is Bug Naked, and the reason that I have Bug is because when I was promoted in 2015, I figured out pretty quickly that it can be kind of lonely when you have, when you're like the boss on board, and at the end of the day, it's kind of just you. You can't go to the crew bar and hang out with the crew. So I asked the office if I could have a pet, and they said no. I said, well, when I worked for Royal Caribbean, Captain Johnny had a parrot, Captain Sparrow had 2 cats, I know of another captain that has a dog. They said, okay, what would you like? I said, a monkey. They said no. I did have a monkey lined up from Antigua because they have more monkeys than humans on the island, 60,000 monkeys. But anyway, that dream moved on. I was scrolling through Instagram and I came across Sphinx cats and I became a little obsessed. I thought that's the most unusual thing I've ever seen. So I asked the office if I could have a cat. They said, absolutely. They didn't know I meant that cat. But Blake joined when she was 3 months old and she sailed with me on every single ship. And she is not an emotional support animal, because you can imagine I'm responsible for 5,303 lives. But she is known as our maneuvering support mammal, and this video will explain that.
Bug is fondly known as our MSM, maneuvering support mammal. She has access to the bridge through the captain's cabin because my office is directly attached to the bridge. So she'll come up for arrivals and departures. She likes to stand directly next to the person that is doing the maneuver, whether it's the docking or undocking of the ship. I've had officers who have said that just by standing next to them, she takes away their anxiety during the maneuver. She never judges or interferes, but it is nice to have her up there. And while she likes the warmth of the electronics, she knows not to be on the side with all the buttons.
the officers versus guests volleyball. Of course, another quick wardrobe change, and we are heading down to the Martini Bar area to do music bingo again. See if we have any luck on that, and then we're going to do music trivia. And guess what? I just found another duck. All right, so found, I think this is my third duck on this sailing. So we're gonna have to find where to rehide this guy. I think I have decided where I'm gonna hide this little duck. So let's see here. I think somewhere like right there. We'll do it right there. How about that? Okay, so it ends up that the bingo was actually up here on deck 14 at the pool. So we got here just in time. So our luck is still not good as far as the trivia and game shows and whatnot. We didn't get anywhere near on this round of musical bingo. So we're gonna go try some music trivia again, and hopefully we'll fare better there. And of course, back down here at the club again, music trivia. Let's see if this one's going to be one that we can actually do well in.
Anyways, good afternoon and welcome to the club. By the way, my name is DJ Clint, all the way from the Philippines, one of your resident DJ on board. So for this afternoon's music trivia, I'm gonna let you choose two trivias because I don't know which trivia did my fellow DJs did. So you're gonna choose is either we do movie soundtracks.
No, they did it.
Or pop divas.
Oh, Lord.
Pop divas.
80s?
Okay, let's do a voting, okay?
80s
movie
rock
soundtracks, raise your hands. You did the movie soundtracks?
Yep.
Okay, so let's do the pop divas indeed, right? So pop divas is covers from the 50s to the latest.
Yeah.
Okay?
Another one we're not going to be able
So
to do.
all you need to do is write down the title and the artist of the song.
Still didn't do well.
Alright, if you're here
Not
for our
good, not
general
good, not
knowledge
good,
trivia,
not
you can
good.
do papers.
Now-
Let's recycle our papers right
Now,
now. General
I
knowledge
did
trivia,
write
you
in the
can
correct
vote wherever
answers,
you want to
but I only got 18 out of 30.
Alright, let's start with the team who's got
Not
the score
good.
of 5.
Okay, so we stuck around for the general trivia, general knowledge, supposedly, trivia. And again, didn't do well. We did work with a nice couple that we were sat next to, and they did a lot better than we did. Melanie did better than me, but unfortunately, still not too good. 12 out of 20.
So while Brent's doing some music trivia, I wanted to come up here to the Pool Olympics finals because I enjoyed watching that the other day and catch a little bit of that action. So before I go out on there, it's a little quieter in here in the solarium, and I did not bring a mic with me, so it's just gonna be what's going on out there. It's what I'm explaining. They're playing some pool games, some teams from a couple of different days. So let's go check it out.
Thank you, DJ. All right. Sabina's gonna get this song. Got it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go, Tim, go!
see the most two fabulous stars on board. So please put your hands together for none other than Captain K and Bug Naked! Bug? Uh-oh, where's Bug? Have you guys seen Bug? Is she out here somewhere? Bug? Oh, there she is, Key. Celebrity Beyond, please give a warm and beautiful welcome to none other than Bug Naked! Put your hands together for the master of the vessel, Captain K!
What is going on, guys? Brent and Melanie, also known as Diserella, just wanted to take a quick time out and say thank you for your views. But we do have a request. Please give us a like,
A share. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video.
We could really use the help growing our channel. We hope you're enjoying the content. Please give us a comment down below on any and all of our videos. Help us grow that algorithm. We do appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.
Thanks.
All right, guys. So after trivia, our failed attempts at trivia, both music and general knowledge, we went back to the room and I did a little bit of editing, try and get ahead of things with that. And then we have gotten dressed and are getting ready to head to Eden for dinner. I think Melanie's on a phone call. And so then I'm meeting up with her in just a few minutes and heading that direction. So you should have seen in one of the previous videos talking about Eden and exactly what the restaurant is. It is not included. It is one of the specialty dining, and it is considered top-notch. I've not heard a negative thing about it, so I'm looking forward to getting down there and giving all of this a try. So here in the club, right as I'm waiting for the call from Melanie to come and meet her, they do have what they're calling ballroom hour, where you come in and ballroom dance, which unfortunately Melanie and I do not know how to do. We may learn one of these days. All right, guys, we are here for our reservation at Eden. And of course, we're walking in here to the upper level where the bar is.
So pretty in here.
And as I showed you before, the restaurant is down below here. All right, guys, I gotta tell you, the area down here is absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely. So on the menu, on the left side, there's a tasting menu. That is a additional charge, or you can pre-book the tasting menu option session, I guess dinner.
You said that was up to 3 hours, I think?
Yes, 2.5 to 3 hour service. It is 7 courses. So know that in advance. I think he said it was $260 per person,
yeah.
I believe. I want to say it was a lot less than that if you pre-book it online, like with the 35% off, obviously, or something like that. So if you're interested in that, definitely pre-book it. On the right side is what we paid for, which was a little bit less than that. And you have a choice of appetizers. You can get 2 to 3 appetizers per person. And then entrees, you have your choice of entrees. You can get 1 entree each plus 1 extra entree to split between the table or 2 people. I'm not sure how that works with more than 2 people.
All right, and I think our drinks are here. So I am just leaving Eden, heading over to the club. Melanie, of course, we seem to have bad luck with getting things planned properly. And our dinner was ended up being, the service was great. There was no issue with the service, so don't get that, don't get that wrong. But we didn't realize exactly what time karaoke was. Don't ask me how we screwed that up. But so she is finishing up, and I'm running over there to do karaoke. We're planning to get a review of dinner done during karaoke, between me singing, if I decide to. Says we're not going to forget to do it again. We keep forgetting to do it and having to do it next day, but we want to be sure to get all the information to you, our opinions on it, as fresh as possible. So let's go.
And I'm gonna be at Wholesale for this evening, karaoke. If you still wanna sign up, please make sure you sign up. I don't think we're gonna close the sign up tonight, yeah? Alright, first of all, everyone, let's call Tom on the stage. Hello, Tom.
That's perfect. Okay guys, so we finally are getting around to doing our review of Eden. It's been a couple of hours, just different things going on around the ship, trying to get karaoke set up, and that's been a bit of a fiasco for various reasons, but no reason to go into that. Let's go right into the Eden review. And of course, I always have to let her start these off because I can't remember what we had.
All right, I'm gonna try to remember. It was a lot.
It was.
So
it was.
We tried a lot. As usual, we didn't eat it all because we wanted to taste as much as possible, so we knew for everyone. Okay, so 3 appetizers each, 2 entrees each, or 1 entree each plus 1 extra entree. We started with the seafood entrees. We had ceviche, the shrimp, and the crab cake.
Okay, so let's start with the ceviche.
Which I didn't have, but you
No,
did.
she's not a fan of ceviche. It was really good. It was a little different than most ceviches that I've had, at least.
I know it's made with the sorbet.
Yeah, it had sorbet in it. Which
Mango.
Was, yeah, and mango. For some reason I'm thinking pineapple, but maybe not. I don't think so. But
Actually, I think it did, if I remember correctly.
so it was definitely, it was sweeter. I'll admit, when I got it, I'm kind of looking at it going, yeah, what the, darn good.
And actually, before we even did the appetizer, so we got an amuse-bouche, which was a chunk of pineapple and a limoncello with a little sliver of an orange, and it was kind of like a maybe a blood orange, I believe, and a lime wedge.
Yeah.
And it was very good. Very good.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
And backing up a little bit more, the bread service.
Parker House roll.
Yeah, just
it
basic.
was basic.
Yeah.
I feel like they really should up their game on that. But
I also think with the quality of the food and the amount of food. Well, I don't want to say the amount. If you're ordering more, yeah, you're right. 100%.
It didn't match the quality. Right. I mean, not that a Parker House roll isn't good, but it's very basic.
I mean, it could have at least gone with King's Hawaiian. I mean,
it was very basic. We only had like a bite each because we wanted to save that room for the other food.
All right, so from the ceviche, what was the next?
The shrimp. It was like a Spanish sauce.
Yeah.
That it was in. It was good. Not my favorite preparation of shrimp personally, but it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Nothing special to me, but it was good. It was good.
The crab cake was outstanding. Probably one of the best crab cakes I've ever had.
Absolutely. No filler.
It had a breadcrumb topping, but the crab itself was on point.
Yeah.
It was fantastic, and it was served with a chipotle mayo that really paired well with it.
Absolutely.
Or chipotle aioli.
All killer, no filler.
Yeah. Okay, so then we had our savory round of appetite starters. Let me see if I can remember those even. I'm trying to think.
Wow,
Do you
I can't.
remember?
I don't.
Okay, hold on. We had gnocchi.
Yes.
We had the Reuben
Oh, yeah.
and the tandoori beef.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So the Reuben. Neither one of us cared for this very much.
No.
I don't know what it was.
The initial taste, as soon as I put it in my mouth, I went, oh, like I liked it. And then bite or two in, I'm going, oh, no. So it's not a Reuben, like it's not a sandwich. We
Right.
thought it was going to be like a slider or something.
Is
It
how
was not.
the menu made it sound,
But
but it's
obviously
not.
there'll be a picture here for you to see that kind of gives you an idea of what it is. Yeah, didn't care for that.
It was the flavor. I just didn't care for the flavor of it.
Right.
There was a smell to it that was off-putting to me. I don't know what that was exactly. I mean, it wasn't really pungent, but it was just subtly not right for me, I guess is what I would say. I'm sure maybe some people might
Oh,
enjoy
absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. I mean, everybody's taste buds are different.
Yeah.
What's next?
The tandoori beef with the polenta,
That was good.
and that was good.
That was very good.
Very tender.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Very good. Not much else to say about it. It was very good.
And the gnocchi. The gnocchi was a ricotta gnocchi,
Yeah.
and
Bit
it was
different.
served with bacon. That was some of the best bacon I've ever had. And when
Kind
you
of feel like the bacon made the
bacon
dish.
did make the dish. When you paired those two together, the gnocchi with the bacon, it was out of this world phenomenal.
Yeah.
And which our table mates the other night at Dinner on the Edge, they had recommended the gnocchi and,
Yeah.
and said the same thing. And yes, get the gnocchi.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was really good.
So on to the mains.
On to the mains. Okay, so I had the filet mignon with beef Wellington. You had the lobster
It was
casserole.
it was a petite beef Wellington.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you had the lobster casserole.
Mhm.
And we ordered the lamb loin as our
Yeah.
third. So we'll start with the lamb loin. Neither one of us really cared for it either.
No.
And I don't really know what it was about
It was. I think the cut of meat itself was fine. It's what do you call it? The what they put on top. I'm trying to think of what the right.
Oh,
term
it
would
was
be.
a cheese. It was a very
Yeah.
rich, salty,
Yeah.
pungent cheese.
Yes. Yeah.
And you didn't care for it. I was okay with it, but just not my favorite. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've had better lamb. Like the lamb that I had at
Mhm.
Passions on the Beach was better, I thought. So
So that was
that was kind of,
unfortunately.
yeah, I mean, and I know he did not that was not one of the ones I don't think our waiter actually recommended, but anyway,
It sounded good.
it sounded good. Your
The-
lobster casserole?
Yeah, the lobster casserole was
another one.
very bland. Now, Melanie made a comment that in general she doesn't find lobster to be very flavorful as it is,
I personally don't know.
and I guess it has a lot to do with the way that it's prepared, obviously. But no, I've had much more tender lobster.
Even here on Dinner on the Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
Really good.
And like if it's warm lobster, I really feel like it has to have butter. You have to have drawn butter. And it didn't. What was it? There was something in there that we commented that was really what gave it any flavor
It was
at
like
all.
pork fat.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
There
it was
was-
pork fat. It was served with like these little kernels of corn.
Yeah.
There were some small potato pieces in there, and it had like a rich, creamy sauce, which kind of made it. I wouldn't describe it as a casserole. It was more of
Yeah,
a
no.
lobster with a sauce and those
Yeah.
things in it. I don't think it was bad.
No.
I
don't think it
I
was
just didn't
bad. It
love
just was not-
I just
it
didn't
wasn't-
love it.
yeah.
I wasn't like blown away by it.
The lamb, again, just because of that cheese on top, was bad. I mean, my opinion.
I didn't
but-
think it was bad.
Well-
I just again,
That cheese on top just
my
was
he didn't like the cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love cheese.
Yeah, the filet. You know, the filet was better at fine cut.
Yeah. Oh, it was darn good.
It was
It was
good.
darn good.
Yeah,
it was darn good. Not as
very
good as fine cut.
Very
Nothing.
good. It was very good.
Fine cut has set the bar for us as far as
Yeah.
filet goes.
I mean,
I think anywhere.
For real. And I thought the beef Wellington was good. The puff pastry that it was served in was delicious, on point. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a big, huge beef Wellington person for whatever reason, but I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just quite a bit. So, you left before desserts to get your karaoke stuff started. I did not. They bring you a menu and you can choose from like 4 desserts, but then they also bring you out this 2-tier platter with these little dessert samplers. Yeah, I know, it was so much. And
Why didn't you call me?
I would not have ordered the other dessert had I known, although I'm glad I did, because I ordered the lemon tart, which was really, really good. It was a Meyer lemon tart, and it wasn't your traditional tart. It was basically like graham cracker crust on the bottom with these lemon drops and cream just like dolloped on it with some blueberries. But the lemon, I mostly just had the lemon with a little bit of the graham crackers in there, and the lemon that was perfect. I love a good lemon dessert. I did not eat all of the things on the platter. I took a bite of the shortbread. It was just okay for me, but I did eat the 2 chocolate things. There was a bonbon and then like a little brownie. Celebrity, they're loud. Celebrity Beyond really knows how to do brownies. They know how to do chocolate, in my opinion. All the chocolate desserts I've had on here have been outstanding. So those were really good. They were just little tiny things. There was also like a macaron and like some brittle, some strawberry brittle. There was some other type of brittle. There was another little lemon thing. But yeah, I was not going to eat all of those. I will say our dinner was very rich. Now, the menu had other entrees that would have been lighter. There were a lot of fish entrees on the menu. So anyway, but what we had specifically was quite rich. A lot of the dishes were very, very rich.
Very, very, very.
Mm-hmm. So overall, I think it was a very good meal. The service was very attentive.
Very, very much so. I would definitely suggest doing it. Don't take, again, I always have to this wouldn't be a preface, but I always have to say that your experience will vary. These are just our opinions.
And I would say, first of all, be sure to allow 2 to 2.5 hours for the meal. It took us 2 hours. And I would say, because they do offer, like I said, that tasting menu, which is a little bit more expensive than what we paid, even a lot more expensive if you wait till you're on board. But if you do it like pre-boarding and with the sales, it's not nearly as much. But I don't think you need to do that since they allow you the 3 appetizers each and the 2, the extra entree and stuff like that. I'm not sure that it really makes sense to pay more for that.
So go and look at our the video or the still shots, whatever I end up putting up there, of the menu, both sides, and you can make your determination before you get on board if you think it's worth doing that, what do you call it, the tasting?
The tasting menu, because we basically had all of those options.
Right.
But we could, instead of just having like this or that, we actually got to choose exactly what we wanted. So for each,
All right. So as we tend to do, this went on a little longer than we expected. I got to get back in here so I don't miss my karaoke opportunity.
Yep, and then it's
Bedtime
for an early morning. I'm trying to catch the sunrise.
Have fun with that.
Time on this ship, I know.
All right.
Good night.
Karaoke time. Good early Sunday morning, everybody. It is a great day for travel, but unfortunately that means we are having to leave the Celebrity Beyond.
And I'm very sad about it. I definitely could spend another week on this ship.
It's a great ship, had great service, great food.
And even though we did so much, I still didn't get to do all the things I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the spa, the thermal spa.
Yeah.
I wanted to hang out in the hot tubs. It was hard to do in the daytime because it was so warm. You didn't really want to get in. But then our evenings are always so busy.
Yep.
So
That's
it's
why
hard
we're
to
always
fit that
messing up, not getting the reviews of the meals done. But
So lots to do on this ship, really, truly.
yeah. Hopefully we brought a good bit of that to you. Just know what we've been able to bring to you is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm sad. I'm sad to be leaving. We do have another celebrity scheduled on an older ship, a quick weekend cruise for the winter.
But for me, this is going to be about 3 or 4 months until I'm traveling with Diserella again. She is going to be jumping on a Virgin Voyages cruise in another 10 days, and then on the inaugural of the Disney
pre-inaugural of the Disney Treasure. Yes.
There you go.
So excited about both of those.
But I can't get the time off from work, so
we'll see what the new year holds. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to be doing my best. I know that Mr. Diserella over here is really the backbone of our vlogs. He is much better at narrating than I am.
That's nice.
Our adventures. No, you are.
Well, thank you. I said that's nice.
You are.
Thank
So
you.
I went to London in August, and I had every intention of vlogging, and after a day I gave up because I'm just not as good at it, but I'm going to try really, really hard. And hopefully the people I'm going with will be great participants in that as well.
Yeah, she's going to be going with a handful of her Diserella agents
on both of those.
And so hopefully they'll be willing to help out with doing some of the videoing and also the narrating and whatever. Hopefully they won't mind doing some of that and just getting the whole family involved.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I had a great time. I mean, I'm so glad that we were on Beyond when Captain Kate was on, because I thought that added she brings a lot of energy to her events and to the ship. And I will say that I think the service on this ship has been fantastic. I feel like the crew they really care about your experience.
Yeah.
We had several officers just crew members ask, like, how's your room? How's the food? Are you, how was this? How was that? Are you enjoying this? And so I just really felt like they cared a lot about our experience.
Yep.
And everybody was nice and friendly. And it was a great time. I mean, I know you think 4 port days is a little too much. Sea days are a little too much.
But just one. I could have done with one more
port day. Yeah. I mean, I could have too. I was really excited that we got to go to 3 whole new ports for us.
Absolutely.
That was really great. We have nearly checked off every single Caribbean island now. Just a few more, which we do have plans to hit those in 2025.
Okay.
So hopefully that comes to fruition.
All right. Sorry about that. We had a little interruption.
Announcement
letting us know that our baggage is ready. And so we're going to get going here in a moment. But kind of to wrap it all up again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm eager to go back to the ABC Islands on land stays, spend more time there and explore those islands more. I think it's a great cruise. I think the Celebrity Edge class ships are just fantastic. I mean...
Yep. I think it's you can't get much better than what they've done with these ships and the service and everything.
And I'd love to help you with your celebrity cruise. Myself and one of my Diserella agents who are familiar with Celebrity, we would love to book your next celebrity cruise. We do have access to group rates and would love to help you with it.
All right, on that note, I think we're going to wrap this up and go get our luggage for a quick stay over in Miami this evening. And I just want to say real quickly to any of the folks that may have joined the channel after meeting us on board, hello, we really enjoyed meeting everybody. We love meeting new
Yes.
people when we're traveling around. Folks on the Facebook group had a great time talking to the ones of you that we met. And I guess with that, ahoy.